not related to the topic.
Yes.
But I want to ask, Mataji, now Damodar month is coming, so can you tell me how to do Abhishya, Mataji?
Sure. You know, very good question. So, the first thing that we need to understand when we do any kind of tapasya for Damodar month, Kartik month, we must be careful that we must do everything which is said in the Shastra and not do anything concocted. Like sometimes, some devotees say, well, I want to lose some weight. So, therefore, this entire month I will drink only milk and I'll have only fruits. And that's what I will do. Well, that's not correct. That, oh, I'll do only fruits and I will take only Ekadashi Prasad this entire month. That is not correct. That is not what is mentioned in the Hari Bhakti Vilas. So therefore, we must be very careful because there is something called as Niyamagraha. Rupa Goswami explains that there is Niyama Agraha and Niyama Agraha also. That when we follow rules and regulations out of our mental concoction, and when we neglect to follow any rules and regulations, that is also, these two situations are also very dangerous. That we must actually have a proper balance of following the rules and regulations as it is mentioned in the Shastra. So, the first thing that is mentioned is that in Kartik month, that we should try to eat once a day, and once a day we should eat grain which is comprising of basmati rice, white basmati rice, and yellow moong dal or green moong dal, either of these two. It is made into a khichdi. You can either choose to make it into a khichdi by using any kind of squashes, any kind of root can be used, and any kind of squashes can be used. Even raw banana, raw papayas can be used. And you can make, you all you do is you take rice and you take dal. Equal proportions is also okay, and then you just add all the vegetables in, and then you just cook it. Put water and you just allow to boil and let it boil, and then you just add some ginger. You can eat because it is a root, so you just grate some ginger, you can add that in. You're allowed to even take leaves like curry leaves, mint leaves, cilantro, all that is allowed. So you can just throw in some curry patta, but no oil. You just are directly putting it for boiling like that. That is havishya. That you just make this one khichdi. You can even put some peanuts in it. You can have yogurt. You can make like raita, but don't put any kind of masalas into it. No cumin, no jeera, no mustard seeds, none of those masalas, none of the spices. But when the khichdi is cooked, at that time you can add little salt and you can add ghee. That is allowed. That you can just add the ghee, no putting like a tadka, no chancing it. So you can just add the ghee, you can add the salt, and then offer it to Krishna and have it along with some raita. You can make like raita with cucumber and tomato. You can have that raita. So this is one time, once a day, you're allowed to have this havishya rice. Some devotees, because of health reasons, they can even choose to have it twice a day, like in the afternoon, like in the morning, and like at 9 o'clock in the morning, and at 4 o'clock in the evening. Before sundown, you should eat all your grains. Krishna Chaitanya, excuse me. And but sometimes devotees who can stay hungry, hungry in the sense who can do this, for them it's nice if they can just eat once a day, and then this havishya khichdi, and then the rest of the time they can just take fruits, milk, all of that, or even just ekadashi prasad. That is also perfectly fine. But eating twice a day havishya is also no problem. But make sure that you're eating before sundown, before sunset. That is havishya. And some devotees also make a variety in this, like they cook the rice separately. Then they make the dal separately, like a boiled dal completely. They just boil the dal, add some ginger into it, kari patta into it, and some ghee and salt. Just boil it with this. So there's rice, there's this dal, and then you can make a sabji also. You can add paneer in your sabji. Paneer is allowed. No tofu, but paneer is okay. And you can make the sabji also separately, all boiled sabji, everything. You just put all the vegetables in the water, let it boil. You can add some fresh blended tomatoes, add that into it, and then ginger and curry patta, salt, ghee. You can add that, so you can just have some variety in this way, that you're still eating boiled food with no masalas, no chonsing, but just some ghee, and but you're having some variety other than khichdi. So you can have this boiled rice, boiled dal, and boiled sabji also. That is also allowed. One very nice item that I also make is with any kind of squash. You can take, especially lauki. Just cut up the lauki and boil it in plain water, and then just take some yogurt and beat up the yogurt with a little bit of quinoa flour or rajgira atta. Just beat it up with that, and then add that. Once the lauki is soft, add that into the lauki and put some curry patta, some ginger, and salt. So that particular sabji is also very nice. It's a nice, the sour taste of the yogurt comes. So, it goes very well with khichdi, and even any kind of others, like rice and boiled sabji like that. So this is how we do Havishya.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. Thank you so much. Mataji, can we use pepper?
Yes, black pepper is allowed. Black pepper is allowed. Salt is okay. Salt, better to use pink Himalayan salt, or salt in its raw form is best. Yeah.
Hare Krishna, Mataji. So rest of the day, what we can eat all kind of fruits, Mataji?
Yes, you can eat any kind of fruits for the rest of the day. You can take milk, you can take yogurt, you can, take anything. And sometimes if devotees, like I was saying, sometimes if devotees are not able to, stay hungry too long, they are allowed to even take twice. You can take Havishya, like at 9 o'clock in the morning and then again at 4 o'clock in the evening. That's also allowed. No problem.
Mataji, when we drink milk, can we add sugar into that, Mataji?
Yes, no problem.
Okay, thank you so much, Mataji, for detailed explanation. Can you also